Just gotta learn how to use the women around you.
And not misuse them. You know what I
Not
mean?
misuse them.
You know what I mean? We get that term used confused. You know what I mean? Nah, you're supposed to be used, because if you ain't being used, you're what? Useless.
Useless.
You know what I mean? But what we really mean is don't misuse me, which some people call abuse. You know, so, yeah, don't misuse a woman.
All right, welcome to the Rich and Unsweat podcast. This is Manhood Mondays. This episode is brought to you by...
Mr. Cummings?
What's up?
I'm Detective Summers. Do you know why you're here today?
I absolutely have no idea.
Well, it appears as though we have two women on two separate occasions have reported you for assault with a deadly weapon.
But first of all, baby, you got the wrong guy because I ain't assaulted no woman.
This is getting ridiculous. This is outrageous. I don't know why you're laughing.
Before you start talking like that, can I get a cigarette?
You know, these things will kill you.
Obviously, that third leg will too.
I'll be back.
Oh my God.
Your manhood. Make sure you guys get that third leg for the confidence in the bedroom. And so it's pre-workout, enhance mental awareness, I would say. But it's a great product. It speaks for itself. Before we get started, make sure you guys check out the Patreon for the exclusive content dropping twice a week. Also, make sure you get the merch, www.richunemployed.net, for all the exclusive merch for the brand. All right, man. So, man, this is probably I think it's probably the first time I did an interview with a rapper, one-on-one.
Come on, man.
So, go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
Yeah, FishXGrits.
FishXGrits.
Yep.
Bro, where you get the name from?
Shit. It really come from TD, really. At that time, you know, we was doing our 1-2. The fish come from fish scale. You know, at one time the Molly was the grits.
That shit making sense now. Yeah. So
no, nigga was on the EDM scene and shit, and then it basically went together like cake and ice cream.
Cake and ice cream.
So I learned that over like FishXGrits.
So you talking about putting them shit together?
Not just like, the story really is shit. We was going to the EDM, right? So I had the fish, but my partner that was putting me on the scene, he had the
grits.
Grits, exactly.
Yeah.
So he would just put me on to the clientele like freely. Like, I'm like, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, you don't want none of this?
Yeah.
So he like, nah, bro, that shit go together like cake and ice cream. Like, when you fuck with that, they want more from me. They want, you know what I mean? Just a real nigga put me onto the whole scene.
Yeah, facts.
So then I brought, you know,
little
bro along with me, and basically one night that nigga just said FishXGrits.
That's the name. So do you break that down to niggas like in the music, like, cause
just when we talk, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, you know, it got all kind of other meanings, cause Southern nigga. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Like how Outkast say, if you like FishXGrits and all that pimp shit. So then, you know, I naturally transitioned to, you know, some peace shit.
Where you from?
I'm originally from Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I've been out here since a little boy, so the east side.
So what you claim? How old you was when you moved here?
10 years old.
So I moved from Jersey when I was about 9, 8.
Yep.
So where you claim?
I claim here.
Cause when nigga ask like where you from, I can't miss out Jersey. Like, yeah, I was born in Jersey, but really I'm from Atlanta, bro. Cause
but your first 5 years, what you know what I mean? That ain't my
yeah.
This is my foundation.
Yeah.
I went to Margaret Elementary.
That's where it really count at.
Middle school, high school.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Thug did all kind of shit out here. That's where I'm from.
Yeah. So what part of Atlanta?
East side.
East side. Lithonia. What road that is? What, Candler?
No, that's Decatur, Covington Highway. Nola, Evans Mill.
Yeah.
Klondike, Browns Mill.
How old you are?
36.
So you was at prime time?
Prime time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember them days, boy.
The Cave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Atrium.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. What's that little spot? It's off of Gresham. And it's in the corner. It was popping like back in 2008, 2009. Libra. Just making sure. Just making sure you from the east side for real, man. You know what I'm saying? My bad, bro. So when I hear you talk, bro, and when I hear your music, bro, it's a lot of ism. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know some shit.
Come on.
You feel me? Like, and that's not really Atlanta for real.
Yeah.
So like, where the fuck did that come from? Where that?
Well, you know, I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, right? So it's kind of like Southwest. That's like really where Pimp C from. He from Crowley, Louisiana. Then they moved to PA and H-Town and all that.
Oh yeah.
So basically, you know what I mean? Growing up on that. And then basically when I was in Florida, one of my partners was from Vegas. I had never met somebody that was actually from there. And so we didn't go out there for that, but we just went out there to visit.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm seeing like younger P's, you know what I mean? But that's like 2009 when the products that just came back out.
Yeah.
You know, that's when the motherfuckers was first out. So I'm seeing young nigga with dread, with their products on, their Breitlands on. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plus that, plus listening to Pimp C, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just started putting that shit together. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit. You know, before that, it's like, the idea was like your uncle or an older nigga with a fedora cock to the side, you know what I mean? But once I seen some young niggas getting that shit, I'm like, shit, nigga get hoes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I just learned it, studied it, you know what I mean? Sharpened my blade. Now nigga a sensei of that shit, really.
Word.
Come on.
So, I don't even know if you could talk about that shit for real. Like,
nah,
I got questions.
yeah, go ahead. I know how to talk.
I got questions.
You know what I mean? That's the whole thing with ism is your conversation.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Wordplay.
You know what I mean? Hands in your pocket, non-contact sport. You know what I mean? So everything I'm gonna say gonna be well thought out. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, well, when you say you seen young niggas doing it, like how old you talking?
Shit, at that time I had to be what, 21? 20, 21?
Them niggas about 21 too?
20, 21, exactly.
And then when it comes to that, like, is it the same way how it was back in the day? I know niggas used to wear the gaiters and shit like that. So,
oh, you talking about like the dress?
not dressing, but the process. You feel me? Like, I'm just talking about, I just brought up the gators because, like, when you think about that, you think of a nigga goddamn picking up his hoe on the corner, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But, like, it's,
Cadillac,
you feel me?
What I mean?
But now it's more like it's a bunch of digital shit going on. They got OnlyFans going on.
Benz.
Yeah.
Designer, you know what I mean? So it's changed a whole lot. And I can't speak firsthand because that wasn't my time, but just from what I know and gathered from it, it's like, it's way different, but it's a lot, the foundation of this shit is still the same. You know what I mean?
How do you get a hold of how do you get a hold of even listen what the fuck you got to say to even join the team?
But shit, she gotta want to.
Oh, you ain't gotta persuade a bitch.
Nah. She just gotta want to. See, that's one of the things about the old school too, is like pose and get chose. You feel me? So you really not supposed to say shit. You're supposed to just be here looking good, smelling good, you know what I mean? Bitch gonna be trying to make conversation. You gonna know when that bitch like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but shit, you could take that as like a bitch just trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
She might. But it's different than even you pursuing it, you know what I mean? If she like you could press the brakes on her and she gonna be like, okay, whatever you wanna do.
Okay.
She might already be on that.
How you bring up the conversation? Like, how do you even, cause like, you don't, like, okay, let's just say you meet a bad bitch, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all vibing and shit, but you say the wrong goddamn thing, it's over with. So how do you even know when it's green light or it's the perfect time to say the shit?
Right, because you gonna know when she choose you. You gonna know when she approach you, when the energy don't lie. So you eliminate all that guessing really by the small talk. We already knew she was interested. You know when a bitch interested, you know what I mean? A woman, excuse me. You know when they interested. You know when they ain't interested. They ain't just on the good side. You know when they ain't interested. You know what I mean? You know when it's like, what's up? And she may say something to you, but she ain't like it. She ain't, you know what I mean? She might want to fuck with me. And then I think that's it too. Once you already got that experience of, or it just got to be in you, right?
Right.
You know the difference between somebody like me on this level and somebody like me. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you grew up kind of already getting women and women being attracted to you, then you're not gonna go for just a little like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna be so hyped about this bitch just liking you, wanna fuck with you. Okay, what is?
All right, so how do you break down the operation then?
Break down the operation.
To her. Like, all right, listen, bitch, right?
Yeah.
Bitch, got to be in there.
Come on. Or whatever her name is. You know, it ain't gotta be disrespectful.
Nah, go ahead.
For real. But man, she just gotta be about you. Like I tell my partner, man, it start with a bag of chips. You feel me? It's like, hey, will she even stop to the store and get a bag of chips when she on the way over here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, if you got experience with women, you know it might be time. Oh, stop and get some buns. Oh, stop and get some.
Mm-hmm.
Is it I just passed the store?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it, sure, what kind of blunt she want?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you gotta test chicks, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So all of them little things, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta get into no criminality for this shit, you know what I mean? This shit is just about knowing who you are, standing with you are. Like what you be talking be a lot of ism, you know what I mean? You got the deeper side of it, the street side, you know what I mean? But just a lot of shit you even be talking is like putting yourself first, you know what I mean? Knowing your value. Okay, you wanna fuck. If this your first time fucking, then you excited about that shit. But if you been fucking since you was a child, then
You gotta fuck them to control them?
No. Purse first, ass last. That really break the whole dynamic down once you done fucked her. You feel me?
So you don't touch her?
You can later.
You
know what I mean? Once
after
that's
she
your
get
woman,
established.
you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But she gonna always know that he didn't lead with that. You know what I mean? So now when you trying to bring in other, you know what I mean? She ain't insecure like another bitch would be.
Right.
But if you caught her with this, every time you fucking with another chick, that same scene y'all had is playing in her, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sounds about right. So the mixtape or album, she'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be back. The one out right now, Don't Shoot the Pimpin' is the one coming out.
So what does that title mean?
Which one? She'll be back?
She'll be back.
She'll be back is like, you know, they make mad moves.
What?
Mad move.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, she upset.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she gonna do a move to make you mad. Like, who did that the other day? Somebody, I ain't gonna say the name cause, you know what I mean? But one of the celebrity rapper chicks did, I'm single. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
You see, you know what I'm talking about? And I got on my partner shit, and I'm like, damn, you got an audience bigger than I thought. But I didn't realize I kind of reverse engineered that shit. Like, oh, it's because this going on. All her following and that nigga goddamn live right now saying, you better get back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she'll be back, man. When you good to him, you know what I mean? This ain't about force, it's about choice. It ain't about bitch and pimp slap, and that's TV. You know what I mean? Man and woman, break it down to the relationship. You know what I mean? So when you good to them, the key to this shit is honesty. You know what I mean? But sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes they can't handle it. You know what I mean? So she might say this, but she might really have only bitch syndrome. You know what I mean? She might have a little bit of square still left in it. You dig what I'm saying? So she said it was all good, but she got jealous when you put your hand on that thigh or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now that square and they're trying to make you mad. Oh, I'm gonna go forward. You know what I mean?
So you can't get in a relationship.
What you mean? That is my relationship, right? But I know what you're saying. You can't handle outside. See, a lot of niggas do that too. So like, it be all kind of rules and rule breaking with this shit. Man. You know what I mean? But nah, you ain't supposed to have no square relationship. That defeats the dynamic as well. Cause now you putting somebody on a pedestal. You dig what I'm saying? And that's disrespectful when you really think about it. Like, damn, I go out and I give you everything. It ain't just sex or money. It's just even cooking for you. Even, you know what I mean? I give my all to you. I submit in totality to you. And you going forward with a square? You going forward with a bitch? What? Because of her pussy? And
I think dealing with that type of shit though, like dealing with multiple women outside of just that, one, definitely some honesty. You know what I'm saying? You got to really Because what I learned was like, you be juggling all type of bitches, but you fuck around, get caught up. Now you got to goddamn explain yourself to a bitch. You might lose this chick, and if you just keep it P from the beginning, it's like either you gonna take this shit or not, and you just give a girl, you give her the option. Fuck it, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about losing you. Yeah. All right, but this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got.
And see, and a lot of what I'm learning with the new terms and legalities of this shit is like, I learned there is a difference. At first, I was like, bro, what they talking about? You went trafficking, sex, like what? Mm-hmm. It's like there is a difference because you don't have to just force somebody by rope and physicality.
Yeah,
you could have lied to her. That's coercion. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make you a star. I'm gonna make you this. So that's how I get even deeper. You know, I ain't get that game until years, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's like that's just mispimping, and mispimping is no pimping at all. You did.
Slow down, man. What the fuck who the fuck is like your mentor then? Like who the fuck is?
I ain't gonna lie. My mama is my mentor.
When it comes to this? Not this.
Lifestyle, just life. See, this shit ain't a hustle. You have the hustle of it, but then you got the way of like the belief system.
Yeah.
That's what make P shit pimping. And then you got ism. And that shit like a religion, you know what I mean? You don't retire from being Muslim. You don't retire from being Christian. You know what I mean? So the way you move, the way you eat, the way you think, everything based on ism. You know what I mean? That's when it get a little deeper. But that's when it saved your life too. I like Lupe Fiasco say hip hop saved my life. Ism saved my life.
In what ways?
Shit. Like we was talking about T. Don't live touchdown, man.
R.I.P.
You know what I mean? And just basically, it gets you out the way in a lot of ways, you know? It ain't, like I said, it's a non-contact sport. Even though you do have a lot of tender niggas out here, they'll kill you over a bitch.
Oh my God.
And that's the whole concept. But his next album is Don't Shoot the Pimpin'. Lost my brother about a year ago. And shit, you know? Niggas hating, niggas doing certain shit. So it's just like, don't shoot the pimpin', man.
Don't shoot the pimpin'. I think I just made a post. It's something like that. I made a post like that the other day, bro. You can't be mad at the nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I'm gonna be a nigga.
And that's just man to man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So now we talking about on some shit we didn't agreed upon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But you also have to be wise, like, well, with the imaginary rules, say you got to know human behavior. You know what I mean? He could say he all right, but if this my partner, I ain't trying to go at this bitch if this my partner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if this how you eating, now I'm affecting your household and you know what I mean? So I don't even play like that. You
Can't play like that because niggas will die about that shit. Even though you're not supposed to, right. I would only react that way if it was my partner. You know what I'm saying? I feel tried, nigga. Like, damn, nigga, you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let you close. I didn't let you in, bro. And you on some slime ball.
It ain't even about the bitch at that point. It's about being sneaky.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like there was $5 on the counter, some fruit, whatever it was. It just
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's like it keep you out the way. So like you know a little bit about bro. You know what I mean? It's like nigga done been through everything, you know. But it's like that shit really calmed me down and kind of gave me an exit out of that shit, you know what I mean?
Out of the other life?
Yeah, just the like, you know.
FishXGrits life?
That, you know what I mean? The wild shit. You know, I was just talking to my bro right here, and we was reflecting on little bro, and it was like, he was a younger bro, but he was like Tommy off of
Power. Belly. I can see that.
And know that know. You know.
Yeah, I can see that.
So when I say wild, it ain't just some typical. You know what I mean? Yeah, but love them to death, you know. But just that nigga don't give. And I'm kind of like sincere. I watched it the other night just to see what you know. What I mean? I'm like, damn, I am like that. Not all the way like Africa and all that shit, but just like, shit. We always doing it for a reason. Are we gonna do this to do the music? Are we gonna do this to do, you know what I mean? So then some niggas just do it to do it. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
You saying like Tommy, you sincere?
Yeah. You know, sincere asked him, he like, shit, he like, man, what else we gonna do? Like, what's the next step? What we supposed to be?
Yeah.
Like, ain't no other thing. Nigga get money, fuck them bitches, you know what I mean? Run the red light, bro. You ain't see them just right there? Like, fuck them people,
Fuck
man.
them niggas.
Fuck them. And that way you love them even more, but wild as hell, you know what I mean?
So, like, with Sincere, like, that nigga, he always seemed like he had an exit strategy. You know what I mean? Like, this life was...
Boom. That's the perfect word, exit strategy. I'm going to name a project that probably the last one I do.
Exit strategy.
Exit strategy. I think of an exit strategy before I even get in.
Yeah. You got to have a plan, though.
But look, bro was smart as a motherfucker. Genius. SAT, everything, board 90% on everything. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like some people say they didn't know no other way. That's how I knew, some people truly just enjoy it. It's fun. They look at it like a video game. Fuck it. You know what I mean? And that be them dangerous, you know what I mean?
Them type of nigga crash out. Them type of niggas don't make it. And so, like, when you think about an exit plan, right? Let me talk about my situation. Like, I was out here just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some money and shit, but never had a goal where, like, okay, I'm gonna run up this amount of money and then we just gonna exit. We gonna get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Or goddamn, or by this year, 2000 whatever, we done. When niggas ain't got that type of plan, when they ain't got no strategy, bro, you bound, or you're...
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time before it, not just going to jail, but like anything. You know what I mean? Right. Any fucking thing. Like, it could be your goddamn right-hand man crossing you out. You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck it might be.
Exactly.
That's what I learned, though. Like, going to prison, then talking like OGs and shit, a lot of niggas didn't have no motherfucking exit strategy. I'm talking about nobody. Niggas was doing this shit for 20 years. Yeah. I'm talking about, I met a Mexican, the nigga was selling bricks his whole life, bro. Yeah. Gave him a dub. He already did 14. He doing my tattoos and shit. I'm like, yeah, so what you gonna do when you get out? He like, nigga, the same shit. Nigga, I don't know nothing else. I'm like, bro, when the fuck you gonna stop? I ain't. So I'm not saying, hey, that's his life. You feel me? Yeah. But when you got that type of mentality, bro, like you bound to something gonna happen again, bro. Yeah. I'm trying to run up some bread and get the fuck out the way.
Just like I was saying about the ism, it become your lifestyle, it become your belief system.
So ain't no exit.
As crazy as it might sound, even with gangsterism, you know what I mean? Some niggas, that become their shit all the way. You know what I mean? This ain't something I'm just doing for right now. This is who I, you know what I mean? Really on a deeper thinking for the government, but it really, you know what I mean? And a lot of sickness behind that shit as well, but, you know? So
even though it's a lifestyle, can you have an exit strategy? Like, it's always a mentality. Like, that the ism is a mentality. But like the actual, hustle of it, you know what I mean?
I believe it can, but you gotta have a passion, another passion first. See, with me, it's easy because I've been wanting to do the music. Yeah. I'm not one of them niggas that's like, one day we were sitting around and niggas say, bro, you know what? You should be a rapper. Right. Well, nigga been trying to do this shit forever. You know what I mean? So it was always do this shit for the music, fund the music, be like Birdman, be like P, be like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
do it make you want to be more successful that bro passed?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I got to.
Got to.
Yeah. Got to.
That's a fact.
For sure.
I mean,
and we will be, you know what I mean? We already did, and we already doing certain stuff, so now it's just about scaling it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? We already seeing it working. So the main thing is just wishing, you know what I mean?
Bro was here.
He could have see, you know what I mean? So that's it. But he is seeing it, you know?
Nah, for sure. He got to be here. You feel me? Like, he got to. I don't know how. What's your religion?
Religion? Ism.
Great answer, bro. Great answer.
It's my religion, for real.
All right, so what do you believe outside of that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What do you believe in as far as like the higher power? And
I believe we got a higher power. I grew up in a Catholic school, like not grew up my whole life, but in Louisiana, like pre-K to 4th, 5th grade, a Catholic school. So We studied the Bible, went to church every Sunday. You know what I mean? When we moved to Georgia, my mama became Baptist. Her and my daddy had separated. So she was going through her stuff, found the Baptist church. I love that shit because of the music. I'm like, damn, you know, Catholic church is like, you know what I mean? Born as hell. Baptist, they like, get on the hook. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, you be rocking. But, you know, you go through so much shit. I feel like there's a high power for sure because I pray, you know what I mean? Certain things you ain't got no control over. You can't control this 18-wheeler running this red light and it being all over. So I still pray, let me get this, you know what I mean? As far as religion, I feel like religion kind of put there to control people like race and everything else, you know? Just, during my life, I always seen how powerful a woman was. We make women out to be weak, meek. A motherfucker slice your throat. You know what I mean? And that is more like my style. You know what I mean?
I mean, when you look at it too, bro, shit, women is what give you all your power. You
or take it.
You can't be him without them. You know what I mean? I can't bring in type of money I'm bringing it without these. So they are power, bro. And even in relationships, bro. Like if you choose the right woman, bro, she can really add. You know what I'm saying? Be a real addition to your life, bro.
Exactly. And when I say I got the game from my mama, she wasn't in the game, you know?
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't in the game. But I'm just saying, like, it's a life thing. So my mama was a strong woman. You know what I mean? Not was, is. You know what I mean? So, but basically, don't drink, don't smoke, don't gamble, don't do nothing. So I seen somebody that may have made a middle class income, you know what I mean? Do the most with it. You dig what I'm saying? What else you spent? You know what I mean? So just a strong-minded person. Get on your shit, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rougher than, you know what I mean, most men.
So what about your dad?
My dad, cool as hell, laid back. Till you know what I mean?
Y'all ain't grow together?
Huh?
Y'all ain't grow together?
Yeah, we did. Cool as hell. But my mama kind of really was the disciplinarian. And my mama is the outspoken one. My daddy really just chill until it's a big issue. You know what I mean? But he was there, you know what I mean? They divorced and then we came to Atlanta. But they got right back together a year later. You know what I mean? But I just all my life seeing a woman is powerful, bro. You know what I mean? And it don't gotta be a mischievous woman, just a woman, period, because you underestimate them. You know what I mean? I might not be able to call this nigga and get 50,000 wired, but this Lily White bitch, you know what I mean? With the right communication is the combination, you know what I mean? Unlock that motherfucker real quick. He'll never think that shit coming to her. I look at it like shit, even if I was trying to get a job with this same executive, I had to get in on the bottom and work 20 years and kiss ass and, you know what I mean? Go to their house and do all kind of shit to get to the top.
Yeah.
Or get what he would even get this dancer or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just playing smarter, not harder.
What you about to say about Adam and Eve?
Or Adam and Eve, just like I said, a woman being powerful. The allure of a woman. Even when we talk about drugs, it's like I got a family come from a drug background, you know what I mean, as far as doing drugs. It's like, niggas don't get on drugs just in the room by themselves, nigga. That shit don't work like that. That should be it be a allure, it be to a woman. And not every nigga grew up getting hoes, you know what I mean? We be blessed to have a little, I got like, you couldn't control how you look, nigga. Well, that's just something you were blessed with. Some niggas, they don't have that blessing. They struggle a little more with that in that area. So a bitch could tell them something and they like, shit, that's my opportunity, bro. I ain't getting pussy every week. I ain't, you know what I mean? And at that age, you know what I mean? 17, whatever, 16. Come in here. If she bust that bitch out and take a card out, you know what I mean? Hey, I want you to do something off my titty. How many men gonna have the real constraint to, you know what I mean, restraint to say, nah. Just find that bitch you been trying to get it. You know what I mean? So a woman dangerous, bro. And if you can't control your lust for a woman, You know what I mean? Niggas will marry a bitch that they know don't like them.
That's a fact.
Niggas will be, even before marriage, niggas will be with a bitch they know don't like them.
They're just straight using them.
They know this, though. But certain things that I believe in, the same way I feel passionately about that, they feel passionate about the other stuff. Like, it ain't tricking if you got it. How the fuck else you tricking?
What would you say? What would be the difference between pimping and simping?
Pimping and simping?
Pimping
That's a big difference. Because I feel like simping, I feel like there's so much middle ground in between that. You know, pimping is so strict.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
okay,
a lot to be a pimp.
There's pimp, then there's like something in the middle.
You got like a Mac.
Yeah.
You got a player. You know what I mean? A simp is just a nigga that go outside. I think that shit really came from simple. A simple-minded ass nigga. You know what I mean? You know, as men, what we think when you growing up, nigga, Eastside, Atlanta, nigga, Georgia, like, that bitch dead. That pussy ain't got no face. You know what I mean? That type of shit. I put a bag on her face. You know how niggas is taught to think.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, that bitch will kill you, nigga. But you willing to drop everything right now. Let that bitch know, get in your car, send that bitch your... You ain't even got to send that bitch your address. They sharing their location already, nigga.
Quick, man.
They gonna kill you.
Bro, listen, that'd be a downfall to a lot of niggas.
And she might have not even set you up. She might have not even maliciously said, oh yeah, we about to hit this. She might just be here. He checking her location. Where that bitch at? Insecure nigga, you know what I mean? See his finesse. Damn, I be seeing this nigga videos and shit.
Oh, nah.
Fuck that nigga ass, man. You know what I mean? Nigga got the Cuban on. Now this nigga want my bitch too? Nah, bitch tried to link with me like that a couple weeks ago.
What you mean?
When can I take you to dinner?
That what she said?
When can I take you to dinner? I said, shit, what's up? Go to STK or something, you know? But bitch ain't gonna be raw and tell you my nigga just beat me up.
For going through my phone and seeing
Going through my phone. Yeah, we been talking the last 48 hours. Shit. All them hard eyes and got it.
It just so happened.
I know if a nigga see what we talking about, that nigga gonna be hot. That nigga gonna be hot. But I was smart enough to see, okay, whether that was true or not, this bitch's problems, you know what I mean? And basically, you sharing your location with somebody. If not 5 people. Nigga pull up to STK and kill me and that bitch over. Hell nah.
Why? What do you do in like situations like that then? If the tables were turned and you the other nigga.
Yeah.
You the other nigga and
you see that location.
Yeah, you see her communicate with another nigga or doing some of this little shit.
Her. Like you was kind of saying on that last shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you was in the right direction. My issue ain't with the nigga. Like,
you addressing just check her or you addressing and be like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here?
That's a good question. It all depends. Is this her first time? Is this her second? Like, what's going on? You gotta weigh the whole situation. What's the context to it?
Yeah. So what's the tolerance level? Like you want a nigga like, hey man, I ain't taking no shit.
You right. A nigga can say that. Would that be for TV?
Yeah.
It should be for TV, right? You ain't taking nothing.
I ain't taking no shit from a bitch. Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. I'll get another one.
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like that. But I'd say it really be about your whole report card. Like anything else. Like any business, like any classroom, like anything. Like, okay, is you talking out of turn today, but you get straight A's, you do everything. Oh, you make you mad. Oh, you in your field. Because we got to be able to sit down. I'm a master communicator. What's up? What's going on? What's on your mind? You know what I mean? You know if a bitch making a little mad move or she just in a little feeling, she trying to get your attention, you know what I mean? Or this is just a real disrespectful ass bitch. Once the bitch disrespect you, then it's gone. But not every bitch that doing that make a mistake is disrespecting you.
You said you're a mass communicator? Master?
Master communicator.
Master communicator. What does that mean?
Just well versed in all things to do with communication.
Not just women.
Not just women. Shit. Not even just verbal. Body language. You know what I mean? What is it? 80% communication, non-verbal. You know what I mean? Reading the room. Seeing a nigga energy. All of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? discernment. You know what I mean? So you know when a motherfucker playing with you and when a motherfucker like, oh, you green. You might be a green bean. What if she knew? What if she don't know this? What if you ain't got to lacing her to that point yet? This shit don't happen in one day. That would be TV. Hey, I met you. Boom, let's get it. Now we just making what? Hundreds of thousands of dollars? No. Gotta teach you. And anybody you teach doing something, guess what? They gonna make a mistake. So a nigga that say he's zero tolerance, shit, you gonna be zero bitches.
Zero.
You know what I mean?
One thing you did say earlier, bro, like you was basically what I'm trying to say is to become a master communicator, I think you got to listen more than you speak. You know what I mean? Like you really got to like pay attention, because I would say I'm a master communicator, bro, especially when it comes to like anything. You know what I'm saying? When it comes niggas, women, I know how to like read body language. I know how to discernment. I know how to read people. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting back watching. You know what I mean? Like if I take a bitch out on a date, I'm just listening. I'm sitting back just observing, you know what I'm saying? Downloading information.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. No, I know how to I know how to take the situation and manipulate it, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like not even just a manipulation in a bad way.
Cause exactly. Certain words we use, they think is negative connotation already on it. But yeah.
You gotta understand your prey. You know what I mean? Like, and this is two different things. Like you on ism, this is just life. You know what I mean? Like any person that I come in contact with, any woman that I'm like courting or whatever, like shit, nigga, I gotta understand this person who I'm dealing with, so I know how to move accordingly. You know what I mean? And a lot of motherfuckers don't get that shit. Like motherfuckers that talk their way out of some pussy. Niggas that talk their way out of some money. You know what I mean? Just by you talk too goddamn much, nigga. Just listen. Ask the right questions.
Definitely. Listen. That's the number one thing. And you can see when a bitch is listening. When she's hearing you versus listening. You know what I mean? Like you were saying.
Explain, because I think niggas need to hear that.
She hearing you, like her ability to hear is working. But that shit going in one ear, not the other. Look at her body language where she was looking off. And when a bitch on you, man, you gonna know when a bitch on you, man. But you also can test that shit with certain techniques. Like, shit, I ain't got no bread. I ain't leading with the bread. You gotta take me. You know what I mean? A bitch that like you ain't gonna mind taking you. You talking about a nigga like this, bitch, and you can't do a dinner or lunch? I know what I'm doing. What you doing? The fuck? I'm telling you, and that's what's stopping you. Like, you know what I mean? So, yes, you like me. It's just like people say they want something. If it's free, then everybody want it. You know what I mean? If I would say, hey, how many people want $100 bill? Or, you know what I mean? Everybody, a classroom, a kid, yeah. How many people ready to run a mile for this $100? How many people ready to, you know what I mean? So I make that shit like the gauntlet. I'm testing shit. You might need to get a little fit. Like, you willing to ride a bike? You willing to go? You don't have it together. You need to go get a job. Don't come to me busted and disgusted. Come to me at least a paycheck.
At least a paycheck.
Something. Don't come to me with your goddamn problems. You already got one a month. I don't want too many more.
That's too real. Let me ask you something off subject. What do you think happens when we die?
Damn. I've been thinking about, since bro passed, I've been thinking about that. But I don't think about it too heavy because I don't try to, but what do I think happens when we die? To be honest with you, my brother, I don't know.
I think, bro, I think we come back. But I don't
reincarnation
think reincarnation, but not immediately. I think we sit somewhere where we just, and time don't exist in this realm or wherever the fuck we at. It don't exist, so we don't know like how much time is really passing for it. But we sit in this somewhere doing something, either watching over somebody, or I don't know, but I believe that we've been here multiple times. Because if you look at just energy, you know what I mean? Like,
But what would you say? We've been here multiple times, but we don't remember it?
don't remember it. Some people might get glimpse of it. Some people might remember a lot of it.
I think that's what I've been thinking lately. Like, we all think about what happens after. Is that because we can't fathom before? I think it was thousands of years before us. We wasn't like, oh shit, I'm coming out next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a real question, though.
I'm coming next year. Shit, my shit about to drop. I'm about to drop. World, I'm on the way.
That's a real question, though. What happened?
We don't know what the fuck was going on, so we might go back to that abyss. You know what I mean?
What happened before we got this motherfucker? That's a real. I ain't never got asked that question.
I didn't know nothing about war. I can't say, oh yeah, man, when they was having the wars, I knew that shit was going on, but I was in a different world, or I was aware of that shit. I can't say that. But maybe I ain't went that deep, you know. So I don't like to try to knock nobody else's thoughts, and then I just truly don't know. You know what I mean?
What if you was a pimp in the medieval days?
Hey, the medieval days. Okay, shit, that'd be crazy as hell. Yeah, pimping in some sandals and shit, man.
And some wooden sandals.
Come on, man. Nah, for real, that'd be fire. But sometimes I do, like, if I could go back, the 70s for sure.
The 70s?
Just like what I was playing before this. Shit. Because sometimes I genuinely look at a picture or something and I'm like, bruh, my spirit, like, I just love that shit. Right. But if I could go with what I know now, like in this time. Like,
go back with this information.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you probably ruled the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, I be thinking about just, I don't know, bro. Like, when I think about that shit, bro, like, I be trying to think of, like, I'm on this world and this earth for a purpose. All right, what the fuck, or what am I gonna do while I'm here, bro? Before I leave, you know what I'm saying? What can I really accomplish before I leave?
Yeah. You got kids?
I just had one,
Just had one.
3 months ago.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I bet that changed everything too.
Changed a lot. Yeah,
so I ain't got no kids. So I'm out here.
So what you gonna do then?
I definitely ain't having none until I'm ready. You know what I mean? But I think, to be honest, like, my views is different as hell. I truly don't yearn for it. You know what I mean? I had a tumultuous childhood. So it's like, I don't have the yearn to go through any more parent-teacher conferences, getting phone calls about this, not listening, somebody, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. I think just my own personal experience.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
I want to be free.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah. Maybe if I was closer with the fam, then I think like that. You know what I mean? But when we moved to Atlanta, we left all our family in Louisiana. So just me, my mom, and my brother. So we ain't got no cousins. You know what I mean? That held to it. It's like, you want to add to the whole picture, not just. So, I mean, we went out there maybe twice a year, but still, how many times is that for real? You don't really know people like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I wanted to have a child, bro, for real, because my mom passed.
Yeah. That made you want to have more?
Yeah, because shit is like, you don't have any unconditional love. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to love you for just being you. I don't give a fuck how many times you fuck up, I'm going to love you. You can't get that from no girl. You know what I mean? They might fuck around, pack that shit up, and get the fuck on. So,
but I feel like that'll happen with your child too.
If you're doing wrong enough. But if I'm being at least 50% of a goddamn dad, or 40, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't just do them just all wrong. Like, hey, I'm on the way, and you ain't pulled up.
Well, look, I will say that. That's a good talking point right there. Like, that ism love is different. I ain't gonna lie. When a person say unconditional, now you got levels. Like, some motherfuckers, they okay with a bitch coming around them for 3-4 weeks and already knowing that bitch gonna be gone. You know what I mean? I don't really play the game like that. Like, stakes too high to just have this bitch all in my business, all in my household, like, what? I can already see you a bullshit ass bitch.
Yeah.
You didn't get to step 3. It's 10 steps to this. It's a 12-step program. Like, hey, you know what I mean? So, But when they do, you know, that motherfucker that really love you.
Is it the type of love like, I'd do whatever for you, or I'd die for you?
I'd die for you.
I need that type.
I'd die for you.
I need some hoes.
I'd die for you.
Yeah, I need some hoes.
Whatever. Yes, sir. No, sir.
That's what I need, man. I'm tired of this shit, bro.
And not because, bitch, you better call me sir. I'm a sir around this motherfucker. Nah. Like, but you know, and I love my black women, but you know what I'm talking about is a lot of times that be a different culture that come with that.
Yeah. Listen, when you said it, that was the vision in my head.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking nothing else but that.
You know what I mean? But don't get it fucked up. You have a lot of black queens that's on that as well.
I believe it.
In the game, though, because they understand it. And they, you know what I mean? They can appreciate it. But I feel like this shit for the broken, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's love. Like the one I'm going to do after that, Pins Love 304, you know what I mean? I don't know who started that, Snoop, whoever. We don't love them hoes.
Shit.
Nigga, I love my hoes.
Shit.
I love my hoes. I'm about everything. Mind, body, and soul. Willingly, yes. Like, but it's different. It ain't. I need to be up under you. I'm possessive. Where you at? What you do? Like, nah, all that shit going is like the purest shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Somebody that give herself, literally and figuratively. See, your child, guess what? Your child love you, but they still gonna move on and go on about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. One day.
Maybe I was taught that family love was conditional as well, you know what I mean? Family talk about, you ain't got shit, you ain't one of them ones in the family. I think that would motivate us to become one of them ones. You know what I mean? No matter what dad y'all can say about me, negative, like, I'm one of them ones.
Okay, but yeah, I think that I believe you that when you say that, okay, they'll die for you, but it's temporary. How many hoes that you ran through? How many hoes that have been on your team? And yeah,
most of them are temporary. But if your conversation is right and you know how to weed them out, the ones you gonna fuck with gonna be for a long time. 10 years plus. How many
you got that it's been 10 years?
10 years plus.
How many you got that been 10 years plus?
Not many.
It ain't supposed to be many. I don't think so. Yeah, good solid two.
Exactly. And that's what I say. Some people be counting the heads instead of the bread. You know what I mean? What's a millionaire? That's a singular person worth $1 million. What's a billionaire? A singular person worth you feel me? So it ain't about all of them. It's about the right ones. And what you got to put in them. But also, see, a lot of niggas, they don't value a good, let's say, just woman. Because that shit, it's a lot of bullshit out there. So the other part of the scale got to weigh out too. If it's a lot of bullshit, when you come against that real shit, you got to kind of, okay, she crying today. I could be, bitch, dry them fucking tears. She's a woman. Of course she crying. Let her in a little feel, you know what I mean? Certain shit. Why they say women and children. I didn't understand that for the long. Them hoes going, no. Nah, what they mean is they maturity on an emotional level. You know what I mean? The emotions is like the same. So.
Well, you know some shit.
Why would I just expect her to be me? You know what I mean? Nah, I can be stronger. Cool. She in her little feelings right now. It's all good. That bitch do what I need to do. You know what I mean? And then time put you through the test.
Yeah.
So it ain't just some fabricated stuff you talking about. Once your person has been tested and tried, then ain't nothing nobody can tell you about it. You know what I mean? Shit. Maybe. But we done been through that shit.
Yeah, these not like real tests. These are just, you see what people do in a situation and then, okay, well, this person is this type of person, or this person is, because I done said, like, I test people. Yeah. And people take it as like, damn, why would you just go around testing people? It ain't that I'm just deliberately just putting shit in front of people to see what they're gonna do. No, the opportunity gonna present itself, and then you gonna make an A or B. Exactly. I'm gonna see what you gonna do, and then shit.
Not my test, life test.
Life test. Yeah. Life test. You just gotta be aware of the test. You gotta understand when
even and back to the spirituality, God test.
God test.
Because shit, who control life? So if you paying attention, then you're gonna see the signs I'm sending you. I showed you. I sent you this. You know what I mean? He's speaking signs. So if you don't have discernment or you clouded all the time off of substances or whatever, then you ain't gonna be able to make the right judgments. You know what I mean?
Do you think this is a sin?
Huh?
Do you think this is a sin?
What? Ism? I believe we all sinning. But I don't look at it like that when I do it.
I don't believe in sin.
Yeah, I don't go into something thinking it's wrong, but I'm getting away. Like, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that. Like, some people will do something, like anything for money, especially in the street, right? Oh, he doing this, I'm going to try to do this. He kicking those, well, shit, let me come with you this time. Oh, they got the bags, well, I'm going to start selling bags. You know what I mean? They don't find their thing. Not everything in the street I believe in, so I'm not just about to do everything just because it worked for, you know what I mean? And just because I don't believe in it don't mean you wrong for it or I'm trying to judge, you know what I mean? No, I don't do that either. Just be like, I know what's for me and what ain't. I truly feel like women are some of the most strongest people. They're spies, they're ninjas. I don't look at them as whores and prostitutes. And I look at them like ninjas, spies. You know what I mean? I think of myself as a king. Then a king or Solomon, whoever, you know what I mean, have multiple wives, spies, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
You just gotta learn how to use the women around you, whether it be
and not misuse them. You know what I mean?
Not misuse them.
You know what I mean? We get that term used confused. You know what I mean? Nah, you're supposed to be used because if you ain't being used, you're what? Useless.
Useless.
You know what I mean? But what we really mean is don't misuse me, which some people call abuse. You know, so, yeah, don't misuse a woman. And that's what I'm really saying. Like, they can put on the cartoon and the movie and we do that. That's part of the fun. That's the culture, popping it. You know what I mean? We ain't pushing P, we popping P, man. Bitch told me she love when I pop it. You know, but, yeah.
I learned a lot, man.
Man, there's so much to this shit, bro. You know?
I met a nigga out working out, man. That nigga was like, I don't know how the fuck we got on this subject, bro. He was like, nigga, I don't pay for nothing, nigga. He's like, nigga, everything I got a bitch pay for, bro. And I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you do that?
Because we fucking with who like us, not who the world like. See,
that's a bar.
It's like
that's a bar. That's a bar.
It's all like a creative player, you know what I mean? Your speed might be 99. Nothing is 0 and nothing is 100. It's only 1 to 99, you know what I mean? So she might like you 30%. I'm only going for the ones that like me 99. If you don't like me 99,
listen, I do the same shit, bro. To make it easy on yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want no friction. I don't want no struggle. I don't try to.
And a lot of women is a headache, bro. It's like it ain't easy. You're dealing with different person. You feel me? So do I want 10
women that you got to persuade, or do you want 10 women that
are not even 10, 2?
Yeah.
But they on 100%. Or 10 that's, she ain't answering this week. She'll be back next week. Then I got to keep a fucking roll. I'm working now.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, pimping is not a job, man. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to have a job. Like, gentlemen of leisure. We ain't even going to use that word no more. Starting 2025, just gentlemen of leisure. You know what I mean? Real sophisticated thinking. Hey, you don't want to? I don't want to. You know what I mean? Nah, let's get it. We can do this. We can do that. That's where the coercion come in. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cool. That did sound good. Sometimes, nigga, your life could be coercion without you even knowing it. This bitch ain't got nothing. And in her eyes, you are not a lick. Maybe she trying to take it from you, but shit, she coming up just fucking with you. You know what I mean? So as you elevate, you got to keep fucking with the bitch higher than you. Cause you could become a trick by default, man.
By default.
You can start leading with the bag by default just cause you fucking with people so below you. Of course she gonna choose, nigga. You pulling up in a goddamn $500,000 whip. You stay at a $2-3 million home.
Of course she gonna choose.
This bitch ain't got a good pair of drawers.
She ain't got a pot to piss in. Of course she like you. Of course she wants you.
And will do all that criminality with you. You know what I mean? They be like, what the fuck? Don't just want me for criminality, bitch. If I want to be a nomad today, you gotta be with it. You know what I mean? If I say fuck that, I feel something, babe. Let's go in the woods and think about it. You better be down with that shit.
Oh man. Yeah, like I never want to lead with what I got.
And that's how dick come too, like leading with sex. Cause it's a bitch that'll let a broke ass nigga fuck this shit, you know what I mean? That's how a lot of people get caught up. See, growing up, I seen it. I never seen an aunt and uncle that liked each other. Grandparents that liked each other. Mom and daddy that liked each other. You motherfuckers that's tolerating each other. You know what I'm saying? So I never had a yearn for, man, when me and my old lady got, nigga, what? These motherfuckers can't stand each other, really. But I'm wise enough or got wise enough to know that shit, you had to stand him a little bit. You know what I mean? You got kids with the nigga, not one. It wasn't a one and done. It wasn't a mistake. I had that fucking Gerald Levert on and y'all was having a grand time. You know what I mean? But now this nigga retarded or she retarded or whatever y'all come up with word, derogatory names y'all come up with for each other. So, man.
No, that's true though, bro. Niggas you really don't see healthy, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that you just want to inspire to go be like, oh damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like them folks. I ain't never seen that shit for real.
I've never seen that.
I ain't really seen that before. Unless it was on TV.
I think that come from sex. Like we almost just ended up living together. You know what I mean? It started, you come over here one time. Now you leaving a couple clothes over here. Before you know it, your car break down. You know, we talking about the real everyday blue collar type worker. Your car ain't working now. You taking my car to work. Now we done got in a situation where we need each other. You helping with the rent, I'm relying on you. You using my car, you know what I mean? 50 years of that shit, 30 years of that shit, you know what I mean? And I don't never want to bring no child into no world like that. Yeah. That shit is goddamn
just toxic. Just
traumatic.
You
know what I mean? So, what I love about there's a lot of bad shit about ism, but it's a lot of bad shit about anything. You think of judges, crooked. Think about priests, pastors, you know what I mean? So just like with anything in the world, there's crooked and bottom barrel and bottom feeders, and that just all go back to intelligence and information, you know what I mean? When you know better, you show better. When you knew better, you do better, you know what I mean? So that's it. Being educated, a nigga gonna naturally start a little more advanced than others. I can talk to the Snows. I grew up going to school with Snows. They don't scare me. I'm not intimidated by a white bitch. You know what I mean? I'm not intimidated by white people, period. You know, sometimes we be intimidated. Street nigga tell me walking the bank, like, nigga, you legal. You been legal, nigga. You got a whole production company and everything. You know what I mean? It's just our mentality and our trauma. You know what I mean? So.
White people are a little weird though.
Huh?
White people are a little weird.
No, everybody a little weird.
It's like
what you saying, the hoes or just people in general?
All of them, but approaching, not for me, you know what I'm saying? Approaching a white girl, it ain't the same as approaching a black chick, because you see, you grew up around them. I ain't grow up around them, you know what I'm saying? So I know how to, you know what I mean? Like, but a white chick, it's like they look at the world a little differently. And
they look at it a lot different. But see, what you was just saying, approaching. See, with a black chick, she might throw the signs. She gonna throw the signs because she's a woman. But the Snow gonna do it a little different. You know what I mean? She ain't got no pride behind it. If she likes you, she gonna let you know, I like you. What's up?
That's true.
Hell yeah.
That's true.
You know
That's
what I mean?
true. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
We, and that's not we bad. We traumatized as a people, as a whole. So we always think about what somebody else think of us. Nigga trying me. Even the women. Nigga tried me. I think we might grow up in the same time. You know, giving head for black women wasn't always, that shit was frowned upon at one time.
I'm glad that shit changed.
Straight the fuck up. But I say that to say, you know, all things grow, you know, with time and what you exposed to. They exposed to a mama and daddy in the house or cooking, so they ain't feeling like you trying me by asking me to make me a plate of food. You know what I mean? Black chick might do it too, but she might be sweating bullets to do that shit. You know what I mean? She might be looking to the side like, cause mama might say, "The fuck you doing? I'm making him a plate." That nigga can get his own plate. You know what I mean? They don't want the turmoil that come with that shit. So I really gotta treat my nigga like shit to just even be okay in my surroundings.
And that's crazy. That's insane.
Man, you act like that nigga everything. That nigga ain't got, you know what I mean?
It's because the mama ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? The mama wants you to go through the same shit she went through.
What make that nigga so special? You know what I mean? So, but 9 times out of 10, a white bro, she ain't even come from no shit like that. Or they did, but it's more it's what you taught, man.
That's how you was just brought up. I be looking at that too, bro. I be looking at people's parents. You know what I'm saying? They family dynamic.
Yeah.
What y'all got going on?
Exactly. And that should be choice. That's what I love about this. When I say ism-based lifestyle, a choice-based lifestyle, you know, you got plant-based lifestyle. It's a choice-based lifestyle. Everything is a fucking choice, not just man and woman. You know what I mean? What you do every day, everything. So why are you complaining about a fucking choice you made? You made the choice. And then choices like that, a motherfucker that you laid in and open your legs for and let nut in you. There was so many extremes in that shit. Like, this ain't just somebody, I gave him a ride. Why the fuck I did that? You know what I mean? No, you knew this motherfucker did drugs. But then when it's your daddy, you know your drug daddy, you crack your daddy, you know what I mean? But you ain't know that shit. And then when you become an adult, you start to realize, like, when you get involved in certain shit, you start to realize, oh, this how this go. They're doing that shit together. But a woman is different. You got the baby growing inside you, so you might stop. Stop. We can't party like we used to. We having a baby. We having a child. A nigga feeling like, shit, as long as I go to work, I keep me a job, you know, keep that bitch off my ass. I'm going to be doing what I got to do. I ain't affecting the child directly by, you know what I mean? So, but then you start to despise this motherfucker, you know what I mean? And then you talking to them in an ugly way in front of your children. And then they seeing that shit and then they grow, you know what I mean? Shit toxic as fuck. And it's the norm. It's the norm.
That shit normal as fuck, bro. But that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right at all, bro.
See, but like you said, even the zero tolerance. See, this I'm gonna teach you kind of some tolerance because you're gonna realize, like, okay, she ain't malicious with it, but also they're a little more sensitive. They ain't used to their mama tell go to your fucking room or I'll punch the fuck out you. You're gonna have to call the ambulance if you get, you know what I mean? They ain't used to that shit. So sometimes you gotta realize, oh, this bitch like you. Positive reinforcement.